And here we go. I am trying out a full 2,000 point list of Disciples of Tzeentch. Very different list to last time. Yes, the Lord of Change is still in, but this time we're running lots of Flamers and Horrors instead. Unsurprisingly, I am running the Eternal Conflagration, which gives all of them flame weapons an extra AP. The Lord of Change is, of course, my general, and I am taking a Change Host Battalion, which gives me an extra command point. That allows me to redeploy 2 units in my hero phase as long as the Lord of Change is alive. So very, very manoeuvrable. As a result, the Lord of Change has the command trait Coruscating Flames. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for all demon units wholly within 12 of him. And his artifact, every time he takes a wound, you roll a dice, and on a 3+, the person who did the wound takes the wound back, but that's only for melee weapons. We've also then got 2 change casters, Heralds of Tzeentch, which are these 2 down here. One of them is a slight proxy, so I do apologise. But the first one, the purple one, will have a Fold Reality spell along with Aspect of Tzeentch. And that means that every time I spend a Destiny dice, I can roll a dice, and on a 5+, I gain another one.
That's shocking.
So I can get my Destiny dice back that way. The Lord of Change, of course, also has Bolt of Tzeentch as his spell. The other change caster has taken Treason of Tzeentch. We've then got 2 squads of 4 horrors. One of them will take Arcane Transformation. The other one will take Tzeentch's Firestorm. So hopefully I can get those spells off to start and summon other stuff. We've then got 2 units of Flamers of Tzeentch. We've got a pink unit of 6, and then we've got a unit of green and orange ones. And then we've got 2 individual Exalted Flamers of Tzeentch as well. So the whole list is 1 drop.
Of course.
And of course it gets me an extra command point. There we go. Let's see how it does against Lucy's Daughters of Khaine.
And here is my Daughters of Khaine. Very typical list for me. Surprise, surprise. But we've heard the new book's coming soon, and I'm scared.
We know some of the changes because of the update to the War Scrolls from Shadow and Pain.
Yeah, but my favourite to run, which is Temple Nest. Is that the right one?
So you're running a Temple Nest Battalion.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's got 2 units of each snake. I can't remember the names.
Yeah, I'll get that in a second, but I'm just so... I love it so much, and I'm scared in case it's going to go bye-bye.
Temple Nest is going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, anyway, so we have heroes, of course, Morathi. Why wouldn't we? We have a Hag Queen, and we have the... what's it called?
Medusa.
Medusa on Bloodrock Shrine. Extra spells for them. The Medusa has Mind Razor, and Morathi has the Withering. The prayer I gave the Hag Queen is Catechism of Murder. And we are, in fact, as well running
Xanthar Kai.
That one from the Mortal Realms Morathi book, which is +1 bravery for snakes, and another hero can have an additional artifact, which I've gave the Iron Circlet to the Hag Queen, so she can reroll 1s when she is praying.
And technically, you could take an extra artifact because of your Temple Nest, but you've got no other heroes.
Exactly. Well, I do, but she's a named character, so she can't take it. So, moving on, we have a 20-girl unit of witches and 2 units of stalkers and 2 units of sisters. Now, that's my list.
So here we are after deployment. Today's mission is shifting objectives, because it's nice and easy with me learning a whole new army.
Yep.
So, unsurprisingly, I dropped my entire army in 1. Lucy, meanwhile, has got a lot of snakes at this side with the Medusa, and the witches and some snakes at that side with Morathi.
Yes, indeed. I think I forgot to mention it in the army overview, but my general is the Medusa, and the nest thing that it doesn't have an artifact, so I've gave her Shadowstone, which is reroll casts of a 1 and +1 to cast anything from the Law of Shadows, which she obviously has Mind Razor, so +1 to cast for that.
Yep. So, my Destiny dice.
The Dice of Destiny.
Good roll. Good roll.
You re-roll that.
No, 3 6s, 2 5s, 4, 2 3s, and a 2. And I will be keeping track of my fate points this time. We didn't do it last time because we didn't get to 10. With only playing 1,000 points, but this time hopefully we will. Lucy, would you like to roll to see if the first which objective is worth 3 points? So that one is worth 3 points this turn. I will elect to go first.
Yay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Start the hero phase, jump both horrors onto those objectives, because why not? So that has to be done at the start of my hero phase, which means I now go on to the spellcasting phase, or the Tzeentch phase as it's known. So I need to keep track of how many spells I cast that Lucy doesn't unbind here. So first of all, these horrors are going to cast Channeling Pink Fire. It's a casting value of a 6. I do get it. It gives them +1 to hit rolls.
What do they hit on?
In combat, 5s.
You can have that.
Okay.
Although, to be fair...
Oh, no. It's also for shooting.
To be fair, I can't reach your Lord of Change, can I?
No.
So...
And it gives me a fate point if you let me have it.
Yeah, I'll...
With Marathi.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Don't touch my dice. So the other horrors have Tzeentch's Firestorm. This is a casting value of 9. Pick one enemy unit within 18 and roll 9 dice. For each 6, you suffer D3 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
I am going to pick these.
No.
I get it on a 9. I think she's within range.
Yeah. I need some different dice. This needs to be stopped.
That's an 8.
No!
So there's 6, 7, 8, 9. The blessed number. 6s. None. But that's 2 spells I've successfully cast so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, the Lord of Change. He has Bolt of Tzeentch, which is pick an enemy unit within 18. Bearing in mind, I can still cast these. I don't have to have a target. I can still just simply cast them, and it gets me my fate points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Infernal Gateway has a caster value of 7. That becomes an 8. You can't stop it. I will cast Mystic Shield on them. That's a 6. There's only her and she's out of range.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't stop that. That's 4 spells in total so far. Then I've got me 2, what they're called, Hurls, Change Casters. So the Change Caster's own spell, pick an enemy unit within 18 and suffer D6 mortal wounds. Okay, whatever. Doesn't really help me that much at the minute. So their spells that they've got are Fold Reality.
So, next.
So the last 2 spells, he's going to try and cast Arcane Bolt just because it's easy to cast. That's a 6, it goes off. And that horror, the other Herald here, this one has Fold Reality.
Yeah, do it on Lord of Change.
No, I'm not doing it.
Go on, and I mean, what's the chance of you rolling a 1?
Fold Reality is a casting value of 7. It's technically easier to cast, so I kind of want the point. It does go off on a 7. I will pick the Exalted Flamer next to me. He's fine. I can return a number of models to that unit, but there's only one, so it doesn't matter.
If you'd rolled a 1 there, I would have laughed.
I'm not. Imagine a unit of 2 Lord of Changes if that was a thing. But that does get me 6 fate points already.
Wonderful. And that is movement done. The flamers
Yep.
pushed forward.
And the heralds and the Lord of Change.
Everything.
I left the horrors where they are because I want to control the objectives.
And you don't get control until the end of your turn.
Exactly.
I did try to persuade him to go forward, but no.
Do you know what's very unfortunate? Despite me moving my flamers forward 9 inches, I assumed I'd be within range of these witches, but Lucy actually deployed back from the front line.
I had a feeling you'd go first, so I was like, yeah.
So I'm not within range with all of my flamers, which is good for you. Not so good for me, but it is what it is. Anyway, these are going to shoot into your squad of 10 sisters. I'm a +1 to hit because of the spell that I cast, so I am borrowing 10 of Lucy's dice. So interestingly enough, right, the pink horrors actually get 3 shots. I wish they did a bit more. Horrors don't look that good on paper, but when you realise that they can start splitting down quite easily. There we go. So I'm wounding you on 4s. So let's have a look. 4s. That's not that many.
Right, -1.
-1.
6 up normal save. And
Can I have your Tzeentch dice back now?
no. And fanatical faith, 6 again. No, so 1, 2, 3.5 girls had gone up here. And moving on over here, these horrors are aiming at my stalkers. No +1 to hit, thankfully.
No, so
I
5s.
am in cover as well.
I know. So Laura fails there actually.
And 4s to wound, not many at all.
So +1 to your save, -1 because I have -1 on my rend.
5 up normal save.
Nice.
And 6 up fanatical faith. Nope.
So 1.5.
Yep. So everything else is out of range. Leads to battle shock. I am +1 bravery because of
Tzeentch Kai.
So even if I roll a 6, I'll be fine. They're fine. And that's in a turn. You score 5.
All 5 points because I control that one for 3 and 1 each for these because these flamers just take that one.
But let's see what daughters can do. Right then, so we are going to start with some prayers. First off, my Hag Queen here is going to put Witch Brew on them, and she's going to pray for catechism of murder.
Yep, needing 3 rerolling 1s.
Yep.
Nice.
There we go, lovely. Next, Medusa, she can only reach them horrors with her own. So, yep, casting of 5.
And what's this called?
Enfabling 4.
Okay.
Goes off.
The horrors will try to stop it. Stop it with a 10.
Lovely. And next we'll move to Marathi.
Yep.
Right, and last but not least, Marathi. So, she's going to do the Withering on the horrors.
Yep.
The Black Horror of Ulgu on the Lord of Change. And either Mystic Shield or Arcane Bolt, I haven't quite decided. So, first, the Withering. Needing a 7.
She gets +1, but that's still a fail.
Yep, and we'll change them dice. For the Black Horror. Goes off.
On a 9.
Yep.
She does get +1, doesn't she?
Yes, add on the custom.
So that's 10. Lord of Change will try and stop it.
No.
That would be an 8, so that stops it. So roll a dice, and depending on what Lucy rolls, depends what she does.
4 plus
4.
D6 mortal wounds.
Nice. How many then?
4
4
mortal
wounds suffered. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then Mystic Shield? Or Arcane Bolt?
You know what? I'm going to go Mystic Shield on these ladies.
Okay.
No.
Fail? Wow. So you got 1 spell off... No, you got 2 spells off successfully.
Yep. Right, movement. So these sisters move forward. Not quite there yet. I just thought, I don't know what. No, actually they did go forward there. Sorry, yes. These ran as well as the Hag because they have the Hornblow. So, do that so they can run and charge. These girls shuffled forward there. Yeah, I forgot to run them. Right. She's gone forward her 14 and is looking to shoot at a certain birdie. Push forward 8, push forward 8, 6, 8 and 8, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
So everything's just pushed forward. Shooting phase. Of course, he got 1 point for my... 1 fate point for my cast in the last phase. So, shooting. Ta-dum. Ta-dum. 18 inches, she is in range. I am -1 to hit because of your relic.
Yep.
So needing 3s with the gears of the Shadow Queen. Yay! 2s to wound.
Oh,
Every
yes!
time. Boom. Right, up next, the Blood Rack Stare. We've got 9 in range, so every 5 plus to mortal wound. 1, 2. 2 mortal wounds.
6 of shrug.
Oh, nice.
So 1 dies, which means I have to split them and put 2 blue horrors down.
You do. Right.
2 blue horrors placed on the edge here.
Yes. And these ladies are going to fire into them.
So good that they get 2 shots each now, isn't it?
Ah, nice. Oh. 3s. Oh, crap.
No 6s.
No.
And because of the withering, you get +1 to wound, was it?
I didn't get that off.
You got one of your spells off.
Yeah, it was the D.
Ah, yes.
Only 3 at -1, please.
So I am in cover. I've got a 6-up save, so I'm back down to 6-up.
Just 1 damage each.
1 damage each. That's 3 of them dead, which means I need to place 6 blue horrors now.
And last but not least, these 4 girls down here into them horrors. There is 2 6s. Only 1 fail.
I've just remembered something. You did 3 wounds here, yeah? Mm-hmm. I need to put 2 more horrors down anyway, but I had a 6-up shrug, so I need to put 1 pink back.
Okay.
So, there we go. So how many down here?
2 mortal wounds to start with.
Uh-huh.
And then instead of.
Yep.
So,
And then to wound with these.
3.
So that's 5 in total at -1 on mortal wounds, so no save for me. Straight to me shrug. So 5 die, which means I now need to put 10 blue horrors over there. And that's all I'm shooting.
Yes, I'm sure this happened last game. She just failed.
Probably.
Right then, chargers, the witches.
With a 5 should be in.
Mm-hmm. The sisters down here.
With a 6, probably enough. Marathi. With a 7. Let's measure those up. So these 2 units are in. Marathi needed an 8 to get to the flamers though.
And I have 2 command points, so let's go. No.
That's still a fail. 1 command point down. So where will you go first, Lucy?
I will go with the witches, please.
Right, so 12 times 4 attacks.
Yep, 2 base, 1 because of paired weapons, and a 4th because they are within range of a hero, because I daisy chained them. Not, they all wouldn't have fit in anyway because of the poor charge roll. But let's go 3s, looking for nothing.
6s counting
yes,
as
sorry.
2s because of catchism
Yes.
of murder. So she picks all them ones out and then we'll double them up for the 6s. So out of all of that, she actually got 47 hits.
9
So
6s.
Yeah, so she only actually lost 1. Do you need a hand?
Yes.
So now wounding on 4s, re-rolling because of Witch Brew.
I'll pick that up in a second. This is the
Yeah.
one that...
And then re-rolling because of Witch Brew.
And that's all the saves
Yep.
after the re-roll.
So 6-up save. 4.
5.
I'll re-roll this one because it's cocked. Okay, so the first 5 I can shrug because they are pink horrors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 4 die so far. I've got 1 pink left. So 5 die. And now, so I'll replace them with the blues and then I'll allocate all these wounds as well.
To the blues,
Yeah.
yes. Well, the blues almost got a chance on the table down here. But, so yeah, so with all the wounds we did, he lost all the pinks, all the blues, and even 3 brimstones. So there's 17 brimstones left.
So up next is the horrors down here. 9 of them were within engagement range.
Yep.
That's not even Sigmar, it's 40k. 9 of them are within range to attack because of 1 inch reach. One of them being me horror leader, so I'm hitting you on 4s, Lucy, because I've got +1.
Okay, go.
2 1s, so I take 2 mortal wounds because of your temple nest.
Yes.
But I only get 3 hits.
Ooh.
These wound you on 4s. That's 1 wound.
And?
No. Failed save.
Ooh.
So 1 wound on one of those girls down there. And that's it. And then you get to fight back.
I do. And my return hitting, yep, 6 1s for the leader, the gore guy, so she gets an extra attack. 3s and 3s.
Oh, you take mortal wounds on a 1, you know.
No. Keep looking for the 6s. Oops.
And there's a 2, yeah. You pulled a 3 out, I think, by the way.
I did.
Wound me?
3s. -1.
So 2, 4, 6. I actually have 7 pink horrors there. So 6 up the shrug.
2.
2. So 5 pink horrors die, which means I get 10 blues because I don't really want to bounce any mortal wounds back here at this point because I'm worried about morale.
Yeah. And last but not least,
12 brimstone horrors fighting into the witches. Can I kill any? Hitting on 5s?
it's a lot of 1s, do they do?
No, because they're not snakes.
Oh. No, oh no, sorry, it's your something else. So I bounces more wounds back, isn't it? There was a 5 in there.
Oh, thank you. I'm going blind. Wounding you on 4s. That's actually alright.
Yeah, that's good.
So you've got a 6 up, 6 up.
Yeah.
So you lose 4 witches. That's okay.
Not bad, and they don't do battle shock, so
nope.
Not panicking. And last but not least, turn to crystal. Only 5s within 1 each, so 5s. 5 dice. Any 3 ups, it's a mortal wound.
Oh,
2.
Oh! I need a single 6, and unfortunately, I can't use my destiny dice to shrug this because the pinks. Because basically, I want to keep the pink with the banner alive to hopefully roll a 1 to get more models back. No, so I lose both pinks, and
4 blues.
Do you know what? I outnumber you here anyway. I'm gonna use spite to try and kill the snake. I do 2 mortal wounds.
Oh, so close.
So kills her and wounds the next one.
Yeah.
Was that worth it? Maybe. Right, so on to Battle Shock. I'm going to use Inspiring Presence down here.
Yep.
Lucy doesn't take it because of Witch Brew, but over here, I lost 7 models in total. And Bravery 10 or 11. I'm going to use my Destiny dice for a 3.
Which means you're fine.
Which means I'm fine. Lucy lost 4 models.
Yeah, if I roll a 6, 1 flees.
And that's because she's a +1 leadership for Xanthar Kai. Just.
Yep.
That actually came in perfect there. I mean, she would have lost the wounded one, but that was it.
Yeah.
So, at the end of that turn, what does Lucy score? So Lucy scores nothing.
No, he's got 1 more brimstone closer than my witches.
Yeah.
So that's ouchie. But never mind. Turn 2 awaits.
Yep, so do you want to roll for which objective is active? Centre 1. Who is going first?
I don't want to roll.
2. I'll give you that as a 5. So you go first?
Yes. Right, then let's start with some prayers. Catechism of Murder onto the witches. 3+. Reroll on 1s, thankfully.
Because of the Iron Circlet?
Yep.
So that goes off.
Witch Brew as well, onto them.
Yep.
Moving on to spells, my Medusa, she's going to actually put Enfeebling 4 onto the blue horrors because I need that objective. Even though it's not the active one, Do you want to try?
Yeah, there's no reason for me not to try and stop it. So the Lord of Change becomes a 10, which means I don't stop it.
Yep.
It goes off, gets me another fate point.
And the Shadow Queen, no, Marathi, sorry, right, she will cast the Black Horror of Ugu
Yes.
onto the Lord of Change, and the Withering and Arcane Bolt at the Blue Horrors. I need rid. I want rid. So let's go with the Black Horror, needing a 6 because I'm +1.
That becomes a 10. Oh, Lord of Change again. Oh, that becomes an 8. So that's roll a dice and something nice happens. So I am now at 9 fate points.
On a 1, it was mortal wound 2 to 3 d3, and on a 4 plus d6. D6.
Ah, that's another 4. That's another 4.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's another fate point.
Did you mark the wounds he's took?
No, I'll do that in a second.
Okay, so the Withering onto the Blue Horrors over here, needing a 6 because of +1.
That goes off on a 7. I'll try and stop it with my Herald. No.
And lastly, we will Arcane Bolt the blue.
12, can't stop it.
Yep. That's D3 because it was 10 of more.
Yep. 3. So I'll kill 3 and put 3 brimstones down in a second.
Right, and seeing as I've just made a command point, getting on, I'm going to spend it on Worship Through Bloodshed, which is any one of my units. Pick a friendly Dark Artisan unit within 24 of this model, and it can shoot or fight. Yeah. Here we go. 3s. Ew.
That's not bad.
Oh, I thought there was more.
There's one more 2 in there.
And I am wounding on 2s because of the Withering.
The Withering. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 blues killed. Because you're at -1 naturally.
Yep. And movement is done. So Marathi pushed forward, which is going to try and help the ladies out. These pulled further down this way. Marathi jumped up over there. Medusa and Bloodshrack pulled forward, as did these. And they pulled forward again, a few extra models. Getting closer. So, shooting. These ladies down here, Lord of Change.
You are -1 to hit me.
Okay.
But the unmodified stick still does a mortal wound. Is it instead or in addition?
It's instead, so I'll pull it down. 3s to wound. 3 at -1, please.
Okay, 5 up.
Ooh, nice.
So I'll take 2 more wounds. That's 10 wounds.
No. You rolled them. That was over there already. It was only 3.
Yeah, there's me 3 saves. I passed 2, I failed 1, and I took a mortal wound.
Oh, yes, sorry, I forgot about the mortal wound. Lord.
So I'm down, I've suffered 10, I've got 4 remaining.
Yeah, I'm not with it today. My other unit of Stalkers are going to go to the Flamer.
Exalted Flamer, yeah?
Yeah. That's 2 mortal
you're at
wounds.
-1 to hit because he's within range of a demon hero.
Okay then, so it's 2 mortal wounds and 2 to roll this. 1 at -1.
So I've got a 6 up save, which I fail. So that's 3 wounds.
Yep.
He only has 4.
Ooh. My Blood Rack Shrine is going to fire her star into the multicoloured horrors.
Flamers.
Flamers, sorry. It's you roll 1 dice for each model in that unit, and it'd be 5 plus it's a mortal wound. Just the 1.
Just 1 mortal wound, okay. And they've got 2 wounds each.
But up next, can she do it this time? The Gears of the Shadow Queen into the Lord of Change. I am -2 to hit, correct?
It's a ranged weapon, so yes.
So 3s.
Wounding.
2s. Yay!
What's the AP?
-3.
No save.
Actually hit. He's our roll of 1. 3 damage, not bad.
He's on 1 wound.
No.
He's suffered 13
I've
wounds.
just realised what I did in the movement phase.
What's that?
I moved Marathi 8 inches thinking she was a snake.
Her?
Yeah.
But where else were you going to go?
I was trying to get to I wanted to get to the Lord of Change, but...
You wouldn't have had enough distance to cover the horrors,
Yeah.
flamers. And I think that is shooting, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Charge phase.
Yes. The big girl, Shadow Queen.
Straight in at the horrors, flamers.
I'm going to have to measure up something here.
So Marathi has enough distance to actually make it there to engage with the horror, the flamer as well.
Yep. So I went ahead with these ladies. Forgot that we were on filament, and I rolled 3, but I can re-roll 1s anyway for...
Being on turn 2.
Yeah.
5, that should just be enough.
And I have already checked. She is within 6 of the...
Yeah, 5 gets you to that front one.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Is that your only charge?
No. Marathi Khaine.
Just needs... That's not going to be enough to get around.
No. One last one to do. I'm going to send these stalkers in to the brimstones. No, I'm not.
Reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s, yes, sorry.
What are the chances in that? 1 in 36 times 36. I don't know what that is. I can't do that kind of maths off the top of my head.
Yeah, let's just move on.
So, the important thing is these girls will get an extra attack simply from Marathi being within range and within engagement range of somebody.
I am going to spend a command point for the
Tzeentch Kai
to give them an even extra attack.
So they've now got 5 attacks each.
Yes.
And I'm guessing you're going with them first?
Yes. Right, and so...
Holy moly, though, you have a lot of attacks.
So they get an extra one for being within range of the hero, the Shadow Queen. And I'm spending 2 command points. I'm going to give them another one for the Tzeentch Kai. How do you say it?
Tzeentch Kai.
Tzeentch Kai command ability. And I'm going to let them reroll any 1s.
For all-out attack. And that's because she's at -1 to hit the flamers because I'm within 12 of a hero.
Yeah. So 5 attacks for the basic 4 and 6 attacks for the leader.
Yep.
Let's go.
4s. Rerolling 1s. Only 2.
Oh, yeah.
I expected more out of that. But at least they got hits.
Yeah.
So you're hitting on 4s. And actually, did you even get any? You didn't get any 2s.
No.
There's a 3.
I know. I wasn't going to pick it up.
So now you wounded me on 3s. That's bad. That's not great.
Yikesy.
And you're at -1.
I am, yes.
6 up.
Oh.
So that one dies, and you kill 2 more.
Not good. Not good. See, this is where I want to be fleshy to quantum freedom frenzy.
Right, who do I want to fight back with now? I'm going to go with these, try and get rid of them.
Okay. So, what can these do to my stalkers?
So the Brimstones actually got 2 attacks in combat. I am a +1 to hit. Right?
You're at -1
but I'm
to
at
wound.
-1 to wound because you cast the Withering. So I'm hitting you on 4s. 1s do mortal wounds back to me.
There's 4.
Yeah, so I was hitting on 4s, wasn't I? There we go. And I'm wounding you on 5s. 2.
3.
3 saves, Lucy.
No end?
No end.
5 up.
6 up shrug.
Oh,
I kill 2 snakes. I will
you
take that.
do indeed.
But I lose 4, so I'll have to kill the 4 blues. I actually only have 1 brimstone model left, so unfortunately the rest are lost.
Ah, is that how it works?
Well, yeah, if I haven't got the models, I can't do it.
Ah, very good.
So next time you play me, you know how to split the
Yes.
horrors.
Yes. Okay, up next, I think it has to be done. Right then, so here she goes. I'm taking a risk. I am splitting attacks. The Heartrender is going into the Lord of Change. The Crown of Serpents and the Tail is going into the Flamer. I know it's going to come back and bite us in the behind, but that was a lot of attacks to put into the Lord of Change when he's got 1 wound. Anyway, so I'm going to go with the tail first into the flamer because he's got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
So 3s or minus.
Yes, -1 to hit.
Right, hit anyway. 3s to wound. -2.
No save.
6 damage.
Kills him.
Whew. I do lose me Crown of Serpents.
Roll a dice each time a wound or mortal wound is inflicted on this unit by a melee weapon, and on a 5+, the attacking unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Well, I suffered 6 wounds, Lucy. You take 1 mortal wound, which you can shrug. No. So she takes 1, that's fine.
Yeah. So 8 attacks now with Heart Render.
Yeah.
4s
Yeah.
because of minuses. 3s. -2.
Now, here's the thing. Had you failed with 2 of them, I would have absolutely used my 3 6s for me destiny dice. Because then I would have guaranteed myself staying alive.
You died.
Well, here's the thing. What I'm going to do is roll 2 saves. I need a 6, then a 6, then I will spend me 3 6s.
Really?
Yes.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
That's not a 6 either.
He's dead. He takes 15 damage, which would have killed him, even if he wasn't wounded.
Normally, in stuff like that, I would have flopped and failed everything. That's why I says I'm going to regret it, but woohoo! Down here with the brimstones.
Yep, so I've got 11 within engagement range. So I'm hitting you on 5s. Thankfully, you don't have any snakes. 4s.
Oh. 6. And Fanatical Faith. 5s.
So
no,
one more dice.
more dice. But we did it off camera because it was 44 dice. But I've just attacked with my witches, rerolling all wounds, and 6s to hit is 2 hits.
And -1 to hit because I'm within 12 of me on
Yeah,
hero.
and these are his saves he needs.
This is a dead squad of horrors. I saved 2.
And how many are there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's 20 failed saves. There's 17, I think. So that's all and gone.
Yay! Up next,
3
flamers
flamers.
are going in.
5s. 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
1 hit. That is a wound, no rend.
1 damage. Fanatical Faith, no. You take a wound. But you do more damage to yourself in the process.
I do. It's not great, but it is what it is.
Over here, I'll come back with my snakes.
Yeah.
So 13 attacks, because my leader gets an extra 1. Looking for 3s.
Because there's no hero within range.
Yeah. And 2s because of the withering.
So that's
Not
3,
bad.
6, 7 more killed. 2, 4, 6, 7. And that is the end of combat.
But I still have...
Just touched by crystal.
Yes, indeed.
And you've still got it down there as well, actually.
Yes, I do. How many have I got?
4.
4. 3 plus mortal wounds. There's 3 mortal wounds.
Only 3 are within range
I
there.
thought as much. It's 1 mortal wound.
So morale, I'll auto pass there. I can't save this, so they're gone. That, you double turning me there, has absolutely secured.
Yeah, I only lost 2 there, but with the plus bravery, I am fine.
Yep.
Should be. Didn't lose there. They don't take. So I do score 5 points.
Yeah, all 5. Wow.
Before we go on to your turn,
Yeah.
we missed something, but it's alright because we've caught it now.
The Lord of Change has a relic, which any wounds he takes in combat, he can bounce mortal wounds back on a 3+.
Took 15. You can only do 2 to me.
3, because you've already suffered 1, but...
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So you're down to
yeah.
11 remaining. She's got 14.
Yes. 12, sorry.
So she's down to 9.
Yeah.
Right, so hero phase for me. This guy is going to cast Treason of Tzeentch onto them. I need a 5. I do get it on a 10.
I will try and stop it.
With her, I'm guessing.
Yes.
What's that?
No.
No. So I roll a dice for each model in the unit, and on a 6 I do mortal wounds. I shouldn't have even rolled, I should have just chose me 6s.
No.
So you can't use destiny dice for that, unfortunately.
No.
What I will do is... What's the range of pink fire of Tzeentch? 18. Can't see them, unfortunately. So I am going to use pink fire of Tzeentch from the guy over here to, because his other spell is Fold Reality, which allows me to return slain models, but
is it to a unit that's still alive though?
to a unit that's still alive, yes. Actually, I can return a number of slain models equal to the roll. I can see them horrors. I genuinely think bringing these back will be better. So, there's my cast and roll. You can beat it.
Can I?
Yeah, you need a 12 because Marathi has +1.
Is she within range?
I'll give you it anyway.
Yeah.
So that goes off. So I roll a dice and I return a number of models equal to the roll.
Right.
A 1 does nothing.
Okay.
And I can't destiny dice this. Oh! Yes! I get all 4 back essentially.
Lovely.
Before we do that though, his relic, I use 2 destiny dice on a 5+. I get more.
Okay, dokes.
I have started moving, however, the change caster that was over here, right? If he casts a spell on a 9+, he can cast another spell, and obviously I cast on a 12. So the other spell that he has is Fold Reality. It's not something that I really want to cast, I don't think.
What does it do?
So, yeah, I think I got the names the wrong way around. I used Fold Reality to get them back. Now I am going to cast Pink Fires of Tzeentch. I'm going to use another 2 Destiny dice to get an 11 so that Lucy's going to struggle to stop it. That becomes an 8. And what this does is...
something nasty and horrible.
D6 mortal wounds.
Ooh.
It's a 9 to cast normally, that's why.
And who are you doing it to?
Here's the problem. Marathi is a big issue, right? But it's an objective game. It is an objective game. I'm going on the witches.
Plus, you couldn't have killed her anyway.
No, but I could have knocked it down another 3 wounds.
Fanatical Faith.
Do I get any Destiny dice back? No. So them 2's gone as well. Great.
So, these new pink flamers are horrid.
So I get +1 to hit because the target unit has 10 or more models.
Yep.
And I get an additional +1 to hit because the Exalted Flamer being within 9. So I'm hitting you on 2s.
Ouch.
So I wound you on 3s. Now normally these, that's not great. Normally these don't have any rend, but because I'm Cult of Conflagration, they're -1.
So straight to my...
Straight to Fanatical Faith.
And only 1 damage each?
1 damage each. Oh, sorry, D3 each.
Okay, well... roll your D3s then.
So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll give you 2 because you did roll them. So 4 would have failed out of the 8.
4.
So you've got 2 more still to do.
Nope.
So 6 die, 2 you passed.
Yep. Up next, these flamers into my snakes.
Yep, now these are missile weapons, so the ones don't do the mortal wounds to me, but I am only hitting on 4s. These wound you on 3s. So they become -1.
So a normal 6-up save.
Wow.
And D3 damage.
D3 damage. That. So 6. So that's 5
One.
wounds in total.
Yeah, so that's 3 girls.
That'll leave you go, guy.
Yep. On one.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
And last 2 things.
Yep, the change caster. This one's going to fire into these. That one's going to fire into witches. 2 hits, wounds on 4s. And it's -1 straight to damage, 1 each.
Fanatical Faith.
Kills 2
2
more.
more witches are gone. Time for some charges.
Yeah, so this guy's got a long way to go around to get to them, but he's going to go for it. On a 5, he won't. The Flamers. On a 7.
Should get them into the witches.
Yeah, but I don't really want to go for the witches, though. That's the thing. Like, I could do a lot of damage to them. How many attacks do they have? 4 each. 5s and 3s, though, so... I'm going to try and guarantee that I kill these while staying within 6.
Interesting.
It's probably the bad idea, but that's what I'm going to try and do. The Exalted Flamer will try and charge. On a 7, can he make it round? No, he's not going to make it, but he does get to there. So I'll give him that. Do I want to charge the Herald? No, but I will charge the other Exalted Flamer. 9 inches is all I needed. There we go.
Lovely.
So, first combat. Your witches have still got Witchbrew and Catechism on. So I think they're probably the most savage. They're going to hit me hardest second. They'll hit me the least hardest. So I'm going to go with me Wounded Flamer, Exalted Flamer first of all. So he has 4 attacks hitting on 5s. 1 hit, he wounds you on 3s. He does wound and there's no rend.
So 6 up normal save.
1 damage.
And Fanatical Faith. Nope.
Kills
the witch
1 more.
is gone.
So these girls aren't hitting as hard now, thankfully.
And I'm still at -1, correct? Because of your hero.
Yes, you're at -1 to hit me. I forgot about that.
4s. Oh. 1 mortal wound.
The
Yeah,
6s don't do mortal wounds.
Oh, no, you're right. So
1 wound.
yeah, 1 at -1. Please.
So 6 up save. Fail, so you kill the wounded one.
Yep. Ouch.
And then I will go back with... I'm going to go back with the other Flamer now. So I'll get 4 attacks hitting you on 5s. And you know what? There's 1 hit. Do I get that back? No. 3 to hit rolls. 2 hits. 3s to wound. Do I get them back? I get 1 back, and it is...
4.
So I'll get a 4 back. So 2 saves, no rend.
So 6 up. And 1 damage.
Yep.
Fanatical Faith.
Oh! So over here, Lucy is still -1 to hit me because of that Herald.
Yep, so I'm going to go with these 2 ladies. They get 2 each, and the Gorgai gets the Bloodworm, which wounds on a 3 instead of a 4. So that's for that. But everything's hitting on 4 because I am at -. Pooh.
1
Just
wound.
No rend.
No rend?
No.
5 up.
Takes a wound.
This is just 1 damage.
It is, yes.
Okay, I can live with that. Which means I get to go back now with these Flamers here. So the Flamers actually only get 2 attacks each in combat. But there's 5, so that's a total of 10 attacks. And hopefully we can do a little bit here. So 5s. I take, oh no, 2 mortal wounds. So I do kill 1 of my own. And I get 2 hits. I wound you on 3s. That's 2 wounds at no rend on your snakes.
5s.
Followed by 6s. I lose another Flamer anyway. And then it's back to you with, I believe, these witches.
Yes. So over here, my witches are piled in. I've shuffled them up, but they are within 3 of her, so they get the extra attack. I'm going to do 1 lady against this one, and the rest against the other. So this is the 1. Were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. So 4s because of -1.
1 hit.
3s.
That was a 6, wasn't it?
Yes.
2 hits.
Sorry, yes.
So no, you're rolling
Yeah.
one more to wound. That's 1 wound, and then you're re-rolling your failed wound because of Witch Brew. So that's 2 wounds.
-1.
-1. So, really?
Mhm.
That's not the right war scroll, Lucy.
Oh, crap.
You're winning me on 4s.
I was, yes.
Yeah. That's a passed save and a failed save. However, because you've just done damage to me, basically I explode. So on a 5-up, I do a mortal wound back. No.
I can't believe I was looking at the wrong sheet.
And then you've got 12 attacks. Well, actually, you've got 8, and then 1 has +1 to hit because of being the leader.
Right, so the next lot, the Gorgai, will be on these dice. So 3s and 2s, and 4s and 3s, I need, sorry.
So how many 6s?
3 6s.
So 3 extra hits. And then you're wounding everything on 4s, re-rolling.
Yeah.
5+ save.
How many wins has he got?
4.
Oh!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Do I bounce any wounds back? No.
Wow. When I saw all them 5s, I thought, no, you've made it. You survived.
And then I've got these flamers to fight. No, I've done them, haven't I?
No. He hasn't actually hit with these yet.
So 2 attacks hitting on 5s. So I take 3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
That is, however, 4 saves that you need to make.
Any wind?
No.
So 5 up. And 1 damage.
Yep.
So 6 up. No.
Leaves your leader on 1 wound.
Oh.
So turn to crystal with these 2.
Yep, 3 plus. There's 2 mortal wounds. And that is turn, I believe.
But flamers also bounce wounds back. 2 wounds on them.
Magical phase.
Oh, so that would have been very, very important. I'll tell you why. Because of the bouncing wounds backwards and forwards, because your crystal touch killed 1 guy, I needed to kill her. Because that's 3 models within 6. She has 2 plus this.
Yep.
So I don't take it, unfortunately.
You do though score this to put you up to 6 points to my 5. So I'm still trailing. And now it's turn 3.
Yeah, so which objective is active? Centre 1. Who is going first? Not me.
Me. Again. So turn 3. Witch Brew onto them and Catechism of Murder.
Yep.
Goes off. Enfeebling 4 onto your 3 flamers.
What's that?
5.
Does that fail?
No, it goes off. Casting value of 5.
So I'm going to use his 3d6 ability to try and stop it. I discard 1, so that's an 11.
Lovely.
So I stop that.
Black Horror of
Ulgu.
36, we've measured it up.
Damn! I should have kept that for that.
Measured up, these are within range.
Yeah.
Goes off.
Yeah. So had I not done that, would I have... Yes, I would have... Wow. DC... Oh, well, roll a dice. That's 1 mortal wound?
2 mortal... D3, sorry.
Okay. Just the 1. She's got an arcane ball in her.
Yep. And I think she will do it at...
Well, it's...
the character.
Okay. 8.
Comes a 9.
I can't stop it.
So that's a mortal wound.
Yep.
And she has the Withering.
Which is -1 to my wound rolls.
+1 and +1 to wound. Yeah, she'll go to the unit.
Okay.
Goes off.
Yeah.
The command point I've just gained, I'm going to spend it straight away on to let these ladies shoot.
Which is worship through bloodshed.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they're shooting the flamers.
Yes.
So 1 mortal wound. And you're at +1 to wound because of the withering.
So that is 5, please, -1.
Which gives me a 6-up save. Which kills the unit.
And now on to movement. Movement's done. Everything pushed up around at the top of the table, and down here the witches and the hag queen. She's facing away. She's that confident. Pushing into them, and the shadow queen is going for that herald.
Yep.
Shooting these ladies again into the change caster. No 6s.
No 6s. Okay.
4 -1, please.
So 6s. He's alive on 1 wound remaining.
Death Star.
Yep. You need a 5.
No.
Nope.
The stalker who is in there. It's 1 at -1.
Yep. 6s. Nope. So
And a +2 wound.
not against him, it was against the unit.
Oh yes, oh yes. And Marathi is going to shoot into these as well.
What, the Shadow Queen?
Yes, sorry, yes, the Shadow Queen. Because I think she's going to handle him in combat just fine.
That's a
Even
hit.
with the minus. No, I'm not minus.
No,
it's only
it's
melee.
only melee.
Yes, you got that wrong. That is D6 mortal wounds.
Well, D6 damage.
Yeah. Oh, 2. Not good. Charges.
Yeah.
Marathi.
What's that?
Reroll the 1. She's into the herald.
Mm-hmm.
The witches.
They're in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to move them because we know what's going to happen here.
The unit of sisters. And I'm going to try for the Bloodrock
Medusa.
Shrine. I think that'll do it. But roll the dice if the Bloodrock Shrine ends a charge within 1 inch of an enemy unit. On a 2+, the nearest suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 2+, it suffers D3.
Oh. But that was your 2+.
Yeah, I roll the dice, and on a 2+, I...
Yeah, so you rolled a 3, and then your D3 mortal wounds was 2, but I only had 1 wound.
Oh, right. So, we will go with the...
Witches at the flamers.
Yes.
So, all of these bad ladies, -1 to hit because I'm still within 12 of the herald, but the leader gets +1 to hit, and you're re-rolling hit rolls of a 1 now.
Yes, I should have went with Malathi first.
Nah, it's okay, because you've still got catechism on, and you're re-rolling 1s. Nice. And your 3s would miss.
Mm-hmm.
One more.
2 6s.
3 6s, so 3 extra hits. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling. Just as well. That's not a great roll, is it?
Not at all. Still not that great. Wait, there's a few. Yep.
5s. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which kills me because I've only got 3 models. But do I do wounds back? I do 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds back to you.
3
so kill
witches
3
die.
models. Yeah. Which means it's now my turn to fight back with a change caster.
Yep.
So I actually have a couple of attacks here. So the Staff of Change hits Marathi on a 4, which hits. It wounds her on a 3. It doesn't. And then I've got 2 attacks with the Ritual Dagger, 4s. And 4s, 2 wounds, no rend. She's fine.
I will go back with her.
Heartrender?
Yeah, she suffered 3 wounds, so she still gets all 8 attacks.
Yeah.
Threes to wound. Hit, sorry.
I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. -2.
12 damage.
3 each.
Yeah. So, yeah, a big loss for Tzeentch there.
Yeah.
Double turning me.
Yeah,
on
a double turn is just... We should stop doing it.
On 1-2, that hurt me because you obliterated the horrors.
Mm-hmm.
Had I had chance to shoot on turn 1 with the flamers, I mean, with the few that I did have, I did damage.
Mm-hmm.
Had I been able to do that on turn 1,
it would have been a different story.
It would have been a different story. The Lord of Change going down as quickly as he did because you got lucky with Black Horror Vulgu and then, of course, the Stare of Marathi.
I got lucky. I failed it.
You killed him quickly.
Yeah, but I failed that shooting attack.
You killed him on turn 2, and yeah.
I really, really love this. Hence, I play it every game. The Temple Nest. I do love this. The one from the Marathi book. There's
Tzeentch to get the extra attacks.
But I love these dogs. I love them, and I just hope. I don't want them to be overpowered. I just want them to be.
To be honest, right, they were overpowered when they came out, right? As it stands, I think they're strong, but not broken.
Yeah.
So I genuinely hope they don't overdo it. I think Witch Brew will change, because Witch Brew is way too powerful to make them immune to morale and reroll all wound rolls. I wouldn't be surprised if they change it to reroll wounds of a 1.
Yeah.
But the amount of rerolls that you're having to do on the witches, it's one of the reasons that they changed Plague Monks, because you ended up with 4 pools of saves that were like -2, 2 damage, -2, 1 damage, -1, 2 damage, and -1, 1 damage.
Yeah.
And it was just, it got ridiculous. I think the changes they've made to both the snakes,
I do love my
for the
snakes.
good of the game, are very, very good. Them with 2 shots each is really good.
Yeah.
I think the daughters are good. Did I play Tzeentch wrong? Probably, because I'm not used to them. I still did enjoy it. I like the idea of all the spells and everything. It is a lot to keep track of.
Yeah.
There's
second game.
There's a lot of different ways to play the army. Obviously, last time I used Zangors and Acolytes. This time I went Horrors and Flamers.
Which did you prefer?
I like the Flamers because of how shooty they are. And the Horrors, I just think that perhaps if I'd gone second and I double turned you, the tables would have been absolutely the other way, because I'd have had 2 full rounds of shooting.
Exactly.
And by that point, I could have summoned possibly a 3rd Exalted Flamer.
Yep. And yeah, you could have knocked her down 2 brackets.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Absolutely. So
we hope we will be back with the new book soon when it's released. We don't know when yet.
Nope.
But fingers crossed.
We know it's soon.
Yeah.
We know it's the next. Well, no, Hidden Knights is probably next.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know which one you want to see or which one you're more interested in seeing. Obviously, we've got both armies. The Hidden Knights haven't been out for a long time.
I don't think, since I gave you them, I think you've used them once.
Maybe.
And I'm sure that was a 40k game.
But, nevertheless, I had a pretty fun game. It was nice to learn some of the new Tzeentch stuff. New for me.
Yes.
But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for supporting us, and we will see you in the next battle.